I check my emails to see if anything new came in. If not, then I'll go ahead and proceed with whatever the schedule, what was already on the schedule. And I normally work from, let's say, 10 o'clock in the morning until sometime 10 at night. It's normally like that. And I normally try to send out emails at the end of the night.
I mean, God, the days could vary because somebody could want to pay me to book them some models. Somebody could pay me to, like, so it's never, a lot of stuff is never set. But like I said, I've got it to where it's structured to, like, on Saturday mornings, I do bookings for this guy, Red Brick, book him video models. Like, just they're meeting different people. And they be like, "Yeah, Colors, I want to sit with you and talk about promotion, or I know somebody that's looking to rap or sing." So it's just once I connect with people, then I set up a day during the week to sit down. I usually at Chick-fil-A in Northwoods Mall and just kind of feel them out.
Did you all educate yourself before you started the business? Like, would you say, like, experience from education help you? Sometimes it's life experience, educational experiences. What actually prepared you for these business?
I say life. Trial and error. Like, we know that person flaked on that. They're gonna flake again. Stuff like that. Just like he big bruh, so he always like I always say I'm the one that just gonna jump out the plane. I'm not gonna check. He gonna make sure there was a parachute pack. What kind of parachute? What's the brand? Is the fold? Is the wind coordinates right? But I'm going way. But I'm kind of far back from that now. But yeah, he kind of like. You doing? Structure.
How about for you, Jay?
I'd have to say it's a combination of, I guess, life experience and a little bit of research. Trying to make sure we make the best moves possible. Like at my previous job, I learned a lot from that job as far as clients, getting clients, maintaining a good relationship with the clients. As far as delivery, try to be on time with your delivery as much as possible. And if something happens, you talk to the client and let them know.
Well, how did you learn your skills? The skills that you have now that you use, how did you learn that?
Okay, now those skills, well, like I say, when I started doing it, a lot of it was just trial and error. I think everything out of it was just trial and error. And you get feedback from clients as well as other people in the business. They'll let you know if it's bad, if it's good. And then, nowadays there's a lot of things you can learn, whether it be through like YouTube, you go up and find a video on YouTube, a lot of different places. What's it, Skillshare? That's the name of the website. You can go there. So a lot of different places to learn different things.
Tell us some of those skills. The audience probably is like, what's she talking about? What skills?
Oh.
What skills are we talking about?
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, for me, recording, like how to set up a basic recording chain, that's important. Especially so you're not, like if you're recording someone, you don't want to record it too hot. Because if you're recording so hot, then it starts clipping. And once you do that, you can't get it back. Mixing is pretty much making sure everything's balanced. Even with mastering, making sure you put that little polish on. You put a little bit of polish on there so it sounds closer to what's on the radio or what's on YouTube or what's in your Spotify playlist, things of that nature. And something else that I definitely had to learn, it was just building a relationship with the client. Always important. That's something I think everybody should look into learning.
And you guys offer customer service?
Oh, this man will talk like they best friends, and then a lot of times they become good friends, like even with his clients.
Take him out to play basketball. I guess, that's kind of built into it.
I always I try to when we're trying to sign an artist or model, I always try to have them come. You know what I'm saying? That's something I think we started like a year or so ago. Come to the studio, come to the fashion shows. Just to, you come to meet the minds, just to see what you're gonna be in store for, so you won't be like, oh my God, or this ain't for me. Just kind of like give you a tour. of what you're gonna be in store for if you come on board with long time. So we've been starting to implement. I don't know if that was your idea.
Might have been, I think
It was
so.
a year or so too.
So, Carlos, your skills is just talking.
Networking.
Ooh.
Networking, right?
So you just do the talking and he does the work?
He has a lot of skills.
That's what it sounds like over here. It sounds like, I just do a lot of talking, you know?
Yeah,
I'm talking. I'm just going to do a lot of talking.
No, he has a lot of skills.
Okay, so only thing I heard was talking. But can we talk about those skills? Maybe the audience, are you mixing? Are you mastering?
No, that's all. That's okay.
So
no, he right in a sense because I host. He engineers the radio show, but I just talk on it and ask questions. So it's funny, but it's really true. Like,
so you're the voice. You're the voice.
I'm the voice. I do a lot of talking.
That's a talent.
A lot of connection. Yeah, car salesman without the shiciness.
Okay.
Talking is definitely one of his best
that's the
assets.
networking. Yeah. Just, then doing promotion on the book and just connecting people. Yeah. But bottom line, though, you're right.
And for him, relationship building. Like he builds
solid relationships.
Yeah, that's him. Yep.
So that talking, it does pay off.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't talk and build relationships.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is a gift. That is a talent.
I know. I wasn't thinking I was laughing because I was like, you know what? You true. I host a radio show. I connect people. Hey, this person on the phone. This person with the phone. Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to talk to them? All right, hold on. Let me put them on there. Oh, you looking for from her? What kind of model? Oh, you looking for this? Oh, what kind of rapper? Okay. So you're right. That's basically me just talking it in.
So, Carlos, we know you have been in this for a while. Share with us some success stories.
I want to say the last couple of years, the last 2 years have been very successful. We took home so much stuff in South Carolina. Shout out to Miss Kiki, the Murder Beach Award Show. For the last 2 years, for 2020 and 2021, we took home Label of the Year or Management Group of the Year. Jay took home Studio of the Year. I took home Male Entrepreneur, Artist Headline. She took home Female Artist of the Year, Female R&B Artist of the Year 2 years in a row. Donna J. She took home actress last year. She took home female rapper in her video. Won Video of the Year. Sean Trees won male rapper. My business partner Rock Fame won female entrepreneur. So it was just like Rico won R&B. My male R&B singer Rico won. We were just going up there with trophies. So it was like, oh my God, like just getting that recognition. It's always great to be nominated, but actually go up there. You know what I'm saying? It just like, oh my God, just basically you're cradling like 10, 15 awards. Yeah, it was. Those are definitely success stories right there. Those just seeing getting awarded for your fruits of your labor. Like, oh my God, they really, you're really seeing what you're doing. And then, like I said, Meeting the Minds actually something that started in my apartment is actually, holding an average like anywhere between 40 to 60 people a month. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing to me. Like when I look around at 787 on second Sundays, I'm like, God, like this is literally who's in my apartment. People passing out papers and hey, check my song out. Hey, check my portfolio out. That is amazing to me. Oh yeah, and those who watch radio, we won 2 years in a row with the podcast of the year. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but yeah, just actually seeing the growth of everything, or that actually getting back into rap mode just last year or so, and got 3 projects that's almost ready to come out. So,
you're a rapper?
Yeah, I got me and Pepe La Prada have a joint album called Afterthought because we do so much other things. The fact that we do an album because she raps, she dances, she sings, and she plays the flute, and so so she's got that Remy Ma style.
And who's producing it?
Jay's engineered everything, but the beat wise is HG and Cozy, Sean Dobie, J Paul the Demigod. I think those are all the producers on it. Yeah, but as far as mixing and master, that's all Studio J. Yeah. Then my solo album, my last solo album, There Can Only Be One. That should be out next year, probably January. That's a lot of different production and stuff on there. And then me and Sean Treasy have an album called Over 30, Over 40 that will be out sometime next year.
So, with the type of business that you're in, I want to know, are you guys just giving, word of mouth, or are there contracts involved? Because you need contracts to make sure.
Yeah, the label, there's contracts with the label. Like somebody trying to sign a long time coming as an artist or model, there's a contract we let them look at and see if you like. It's only for a year. That way, if something bigger comes along, it's not such a big fight and legal hassles. You just got to just wait it out or. So
how are you able to come up with contracts? And this is something good because a lot of people start business And they don't think about contracts.
Oh, we did in the beginning, you know. It's like another trial and error thing.
Learning experience.
It was a learning experience. Tell the audience, because someone's out here maybe ready to start a business and not knowing, maybe they're going in the music industry as well, not knowing that contracts can be very helpful. So can you kind of tell us about what happened?
I would say that for the contracts, it's mainly just to make sure that each party knows
What they're rolling.
know what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to get, when they're supposed to get it, et cetera, and it helps to hold people, I guess you could say, honest. You know, it keeps everybody doing what they're supposed to do.
And it also brings accountability.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, at the onset, we have two gentlemen that know what the hell they're talking about. So now, in recapping, is there anything else you guys would like to add that has not already been said?
Maybe any upcoming projects? Well, you already told us
Yeah,
about
those
you
are
on
my-
about 5 different albums.
This is our three.
Oh, three.
Three different projects.
See.
Okay, what I want the viewers to take away from this is, at the beginning I told you, and I described this as a service supply chain. And typically, as we say, the supply chain starts off with the inputs. And then from the inputs, we move into the conversion or the manufacturing. And then from the manufacturing, we move to the distribution, and eventuality, it's sold to the individual consumer. Now, let's kind of recap what was said today. That is, cousin, bring up a full shot. There we go. That we start with the input, which is the talent and the artists that Mr. Colors and his production company gets. Then with the talent, it now must be recorded, or it must be videoed and edited. At that point now, the business partner that does the manufacturing and the converting of the talent into the finished product is Mr. J. Brown with his production company. And then the third phase of the supply chain, and we've heard a lot about that word supply chain because there's a lot of backup, and now people can't find certain parts, they can't find certain products, food products. So with the supply chain, we want you to understand that that is the relationship between starting with the input and the manufacturing of the input, and then of course the distribution, and then eventually it is sold to the consumer. So once Mr. J is finished with the conversion or the editing of the tracks or the editing of the videos, he then turns that back over to Mr. Colors, who at that point now begins the process of finding out who is going to buy, where they're going to buy, and making it available for people to buy. Now, the good thing about the relationship that they have is that it started off as a group. They were both in a group and realized while in the group that they had certain strong points or interests that they wanted to pursue. You heard Mr. J said, not only did I want to sing, but I wanted to do recording more than singing. So he then ventured and started a company in that vein. And then, of course, Mr. Colors, whose interest, as we heard, is in talking, he decided that he would be the one to go out and recruit the talent that was necessary to fulfill the responsibility of producing the music that the company wanted to get produced. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this. We all have an interest that we want to pursue. What's important is that we know what is our strong point. And in any relationship, and in all relationship, everybody can't do everything. So decide early amongst you what you're good at, stick to that, and find someone who can complement you with something that they're good at. Now, these two gentlemen seem to have been able to do that. But as you pursue your business, are you able to find someone that can complement you and help the business grow? So together, they both help the business grow and prosper and don't have to worry about crossing over in each other's lane and getting in the way of the others. So the takeaway here as we begin to close now is if you're going to start a business, understand what the components are of the business, find people who can help you. Now, I know sometimes when we start a business, we got to be the window washer. We got to take the phone calls. We got to go out and make the service calls and all of those other related things. But as you begin to unfold this business and recognize what components are necessary to make it successful. So on that note, how do we contact you, Mr. Colors? Then how do we contact you, Mr. Brown?
3-530-0064. Don't call probably past. I said don't call past 11. So I'm good up until 11. But yeah, that's me. Or you can Facebook me, Zachariah Ramadan, or Facebook me, colorz.s Ramadan. But you know, it's, like I said, the easiest thing is just to call and shoot me a text, 843-530-0064. Like the long time coming in.
Okay, Mr. J, how they can contact you?
You can contact me by either calling or texting at 843-926-3268, or you can reach me on Instagram at Studio J. That's STUDIOJEY, or you can contact me on Facebook at J Brown, JEYBROWN.
All right. Miss Shawnette, is there anything we missed?
No, we didn't miss anything.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for once again tuning in for Biz Talk, where we only talk to people that know what the hell they talking about. So at this point now, cousin, take us out of here.